my DM voice now. I'm trying something new.
Also, Matt, so my wisdom modifier is -1.
Oh, you're a loser. So it's 12 then?
Fuck. Alright, well, wait, let me see. My...
-1 plus 3? Oh, or did your modifier go up because we're level 4? So it was, or yeah?
No, I didn't move up my abilities because I took my diplomat feat.
No, but for level 4, it might...
It's like ability, level up, or feat.
Yeah, but the... Oh, I can't think of the word for it. Your proficiency score is raw based on your level. Okay, it's +2 at this level? Oh. I was assuming we all had +3 Hey!
Yeah, no, my proficiency bonus is +2 right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that's for everybody. So yeah, you're 10 plus 2 minus, so it's an 11.
Oh, God.
Can I have all y'all's passive Yep. So Roxy, I need you to tell me what your wisdom modifier is, what the like low number is that you get. Whatever your big number is, then you have like a +1, 2, or 3.
My wisdom modifier is +4.
+4? Damn, Daniel. So that's 14, 16. Are you proficient in perception?
No.
Okay. 14 is still very decent.
Tara
Hey, Sai.
worked out my passive wisdom as 18 though. How did you do that?
Yeah, because you use wisdom as a druid, so it's going to be your highest score, because that's what all your spells are more powerful based on how much wisdom you have. That's your AP stat for all the league players in the room. Sai. Okay, change your passive. That's your wisdom score, right? Yep. Alright. And then I just... This is not because something is imminently happening. Don't get your hopes up. It's just because it's a really good thing for me to have. Like you're walking through a hallway or something, and I can privately message people if they notice something versus not. She has a +4 to her wisdom modifier, right? So 10 plus 4. Is she proficient? That would be why. If she's proficient in perception, yeah, it would be 6. So you gotta uncheck that if she's not. Also, for the record, in Roll20, the on the right, like in your info tab
let's
thing,
get up the
Roll20
up
yeah, buddy.
in the resources tag.
Hello, sorry for the
hey, no worries.
Little delay.
Also, Tara, you should change the title of your of the character sheet to Sai instead of the template 5e thing, so that I can keep it in my tabs and see.
Oh, I
Roll20
forgot my binder and everything. Sorry.
Your binder?
That's fine.
I have a D&D binder.
That's cute. I want one of those.
The tab built in under the info for each class is like crazy helpful. It's a super summary of your class, so you no longer need to go open a PDF and look at it. So everybody.
Wait, where? What?
Like when you're in Roll20, on the right, you have that thing where you can chat and everything. Of the tabs there, one of them's an I, like the letter I in a circle, like an info. And then you can just select your character. It'll tell you like how much you have, what you're proficient in from the start, different abilities. You have lists of spells there, everything.
Okay, cool.
Fancy
I don't have to keep my my player handbook open anymore in my Chrome tab.
Yeah, exactly. That was what was helping me actually a lot to my shitty computer to handle genuinely like I have 5 tabs open in Chrome and a PDF, and my computer is like dying, lagging.
Oh no. Okay, so well, you have a new computer coming in, right?
Tonight, like
yeah.
Hopefully, as we finish the game, actually,
That's
I'm gonna go back at it like 8 or 9 o'clock and get it.
Okay, so how do I connect to this Roll20 game from my account?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Where?
In the Discord.
Oh, okay.
It's in.
Common room. There you go.
Yeah, comment room.
Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you. Join game.
Okay, who's drawing all over the map?
What do you think?
John.
Is it
Okay.
sticking? I didn't see it like actually staying, so I was like, oh, it's just not working.
I would personally recommend nobody touch the drawing tools because they're really weird and you can only delete all. You can't pick and choose. And
Shit.
touch your mouse to the screen and it's going to leave lines. So it's just like better just to shy away from it. I mean, it's not an issue because it just clears drawings. But
Good job,
I also
John.
recommend that people zoom way the fuck in because,
Okay.
so you can like see your characters and remember that each square on the map represents 5 feet.
And you can use the little it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th option, like the fort, and the little I don't know, the buttons, the functions in Roll20. The fort one is a ruler, so you can measure your own movement.
Oh yeah, that's true. There you go. If you want to see where you and can't. Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna give all y'all control of your characters.
This thing is so handy.
No.
Your characters hanging out with Snigbat at the entrance to the cave on the east wall. Duh. Some kind of person who doesn't know where your character is. It's embarrassing. Yeah.
There I am.
Free model with 2 swords. Rain, I was gonna use the one you had, but it's not like it has a background, so we can transition into it when everybody has one. But it just really stuck out at the. But when everybody has a picture like that, we'll use it. I've made you the only rogue with 2 daggers. Why? Do you see what it's called? The model? Is that what it's called? Does it say what the title of the token is? Or are you just saying that because it has short hair? Wow. I'm pretty sure there's like 4 female tokens, and they're like rogue 2, rogue 3, rogue like 340, and then they're like girl rogue. They're like, all right, class. Okay.
What are you looking at?
Oh, real quick, because you guys
way the
know
fuck
this,
out.
we didn't get to go over it last time. Bam.
Oh.
This is where we are. Oh wait, that's the wrong map. You don't know. Well, no, but that's what I'm showing you. Keep zooming out. God. All right, so for the folks of y'all who participated in episode 0.005, you traveled up the road right from the south point on the way where it says way in. The town that you were at was just south of that, and you traveled from a few days up the road. We're gonna have to ignore Scale. You went past Aggerford to Nightstone.
I can't figure out Roll20. It's not working for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Wait, you're in here. What's not working?
I don't know. It's not showing up on my computer right now. What? Like right?
Give it a little bit because like it plays ads when you first go in.
Yeah,
it keeps trying to like connect to my webcam.
Oh, you can turn that off in the settings, and then it might be better.
Oh, I'm trying to find
the settings. Just to turn off the broadcast.
Yeah, I want to broadcast to others and be like.
Oh, okay.
Also, if you guys don't want that big giant box at the bottom that's just really awkward, in your settings tab, if you go down to chat avatars, player video avatar size, and click names only, frees up a lot of space. So, yeah. So you guys traveled again up the trade way, past the Misty Forest and the Lizard Marsh, up towards Nightstone. You can see where the road branched off the high road. That's where you met Manariel and Melaran.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where you went. And you're gonna go back to the Dripping Cave.
I can't
Drip,
see
drip.
shit.
It might be because you're too zoomed in or too zoomed out.
The slider in the top right.
Okay.
Like you might be like fully zoomed into like a black box, but then
Okay. Okay, there we are. Oh my god, okay. I got it now. Thank you.
yeah, no, it's
It's confusing.
I feel like that was speaking from
great, so it's
experience.
not the most intuitive. Yeah, it definitely was from experience.
Okay, alright. Great, I'm good now.
All right, so quick recap. You guys entered this cave from the south. You slew some ogres whose corpse is still laying there in the central room. You killed a couple goblins. Made your way through the warrens in the southwest, and then worked your way up towards Hark, who was in that room which is now shrouded because you've left the room. Don't ask why. Maybe something's happening. I guess we'll find out. In the northwest corner, you met Snigbat, and Hark had asked you, Sai, you're gonna make this really irritating, aren't you? Whoa.
Sorry, that's me.
Oh. You're a good smeller. Okay. Do I have to take it? Okay, no. Yeah, so what happened was Hark said you could pay him 100 gold pieces per prisoner, and you knew from the guards at the Nandor Palace thing. Hold on, let me count how many villagers there are. There's over 30 villagers, so you knew that if you were to have paid him, you'd owe him, shitloads. 3,000 gold. And you weren't up for that. So he said, you know what? We in this goblin cave of ours are pretty low on drinking water. The little trickle in the western room there really isn't enough for all of us. And the pool at the north is what's producing this like acrid, metallic, sulfury smell, and you just doesn't seem safe to drink. He said we used to get water from these caves on the east side of the network, but the blob is too scary, and nobody wants to face the blob. So basically, they're being opportunistic and they're hunting outside the caves and stuff. But if you could kill the blob or remove it from the equation, they would have their own resources. Everything would be, managed within the caves, and they wouldn't have to make aggressive moves. They could just be goblins. And most of you wanted to slaughter this dude in cold blood and all of his family, but Luna was like, "Hey, maybe let's check it out." So Hark sent Snigbat to escort you to the location of the blob.
And we left a human just in the fucking thing with all those screaming like goblins.
Yeah,
we left all the humans there. We left every single human in there with the man who snacks on humans.
Yeah, if only any of you had the initiative to mention that to Hark before we left.
Yeah, we totally forgot about that. We
totally
forgot about that scream. Yeah.
Well, she was like kind of crying, like,
Yeah.
Really? It could have been an echo. Who knows?
All right.
So you'd be surprised. It's a tricky little dripper.
Matt, you say so many illegal things.
I wish. What are you gonna do? Arrest me with your furry little handcuffs and your cute little face? I don't think so.
That is, again, incredibly illegal.
Actually, give me like 15 seconds, and then we're gonna start. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, me too. I'll be right back. 1 second.
What? What is happening with the names down here? Like, I accidentally clicked my name, and now Luna's name is over my name.
Oh, yeah, you dragged it.
No,
so
I didn't.
Okay, it was playing tricks on me. You just go settings and then scroll all the way down and said reset player video avatar location.
Oh, yeah. And thank you, that was...
Okay, I'm all good. Rain, I can't wait to see her little character thing that you commissioned.
Oh, she's like been so busy, but yeah.
It's gonna be nice. We can
I
use
cannot
it.
wait. Oh, I can show you guys she sent me like a draft of what she had so far.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yes, oh.
Is it just gonna say anybody in this cave smoke weed there now?
Sai is gonna lose control very quickly. I went to get myself an alcoholic beverage, but more importantly, yeah, you did.
Why are you blaming me?
Roxy, don't say illegal things. You taught me that.
Matt.
True. Alright, you got me. Vice improvement. As long as Slime Boy can stay, then it's all good.
Wait, Slime Boy is written so. What the hell?
Wait, what? What are you talking
Slime
about?
Boy.
People are being wily. Okay.
This is handy that I can just do /roll, whatever.
Okay. No more offensive text.
You can also press the dice on the left, and it'll just open a window where you can choose stuff.
And in settings, you can also enable 3D dice if you want to throw them around.
Yeah, I did. Buddy, I've been creating playlists for the last hour and a half.
Oh, wait, okay, so I should turn on my sound for this tab then. Okay. Oh my god, I do.
I feel really left out because I can't have the audio on because I have Discord on my phone.
Oh, sorry, John.
I mean, it's for everyone else's sake because my fucking laptop mic is so bad compared to my headset mic for my Bluetooth.
If you turn on your computer volume, you might hear it. Yeah. Like over your headphones.
Yeah, this is really cool.
John, the fuck you person. Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Snigbat, with you in tow, has made her way across the caverns, sort of like and like crawling and looking all gross and goblin-like, and stepping her way past the ogre corpses, which her eyes flare out when she sees, and she kind of giggles and then sort of looks at you gleefully. Very excitable. You like Snigbat. Oh yeah, that's Snigbat. Oh wait, in the middle. Wait,
I can't see her.
Can't see Snigbat? Like
wait,
in
no,
the doorway? Yeah.
Oh, this.
For a sec, yeah.
This guy. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So
I'm a little sad that Snigbat doesn't get her own token.
Oh, because it's like generic goblin token? Yeah. These are the preloaded ones, and then I started looking through them. I'm totally gonna edit the maps. I just didn't have time tonight.
That's fine.
And like make things more unique, but it's fucking cool. And also, for everybody's like sense of scale, we're on like page 24 of a 250-page campaign, and the first like 18 pages were introduction.
Okay.
So it's a major haul. Obviously, we can play as much as we want, but it's like a year-long campaign total. It's pretty dope.
Whoa! All right.
Shit.
And there's like maps and everything. It's cool. All right.
We're gonna be fighting giants, boys.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be so good.
That's the other thing I wanted to mention. I know that absolutely Mel and May had heard about this through their own personal experiences, but you others, like, not being in the North and not really being from it, you're not like up to date on all the details, but it's sort of general knowledge that over the last couple of years there's been a little bit like unrest in the Savage Frontier, which is the period, like, there's sort of the regular Faerun, and then there's the Savage Frontier, which is the map that I showed you, and then north of that is like true north, like desert, like Arctic. So You guys have all kind of heard rumors. There's been a little bit of unrest. There's been some, like, violence. It's not a safe place to live. But specifically in the last year to 2 years, there's been some... Did you draw that?
Right? No, that's some artist I got to commission it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Specifically, that Giant had been being much more bold. So typically, the Giants kind of did their thing. There's a variety of different castes of Giants based on the type of Giant that they are. And they have like a very structured hierarchy. They control each other. They keep each other in check, and they don't typically mess with humans. Or with the small folk, which they call them. They'll raid villages and stuff if there's issues, but generally there's no major conflicts between the two worlds, like the giant world and the regular-sized world. But in the last year and a half, 2 years, there's been a lot of issues, more and more issues in this area, in this region. So you just generally, like, that's a retcon thing. You've kind of known this the whole time. Not to the sense of like, oh my god, we can't go there because we're gonna get killed instantly, but like, it's a thing.
So there's been more and more raids from the Giants. Okay.
And not only just like, okay, like the thing that happened in Nightstone is not normal. I'm talking like a hill giant like attacked a town to get gold and food or something. But this is a specifically weird thing in Nightstone. Yeah. So Snigbat gestures over her shoulder and says, "Blob down this way." And she starts to look a bit like scared and glances over her shoulder a couple of times.
Okay, so I guess we go in.
Yeah, she steps aside.
Oh, those like the two goblins that are left, they sort of like they flee.
The one on the ledge to your south is dead. Actually, I just didn't.
Okay. Yeah.
But what about the one right next to us?
It's standing up there, sort of glaring at you and like licking its teeth and stuff, and it's holding a short bow, but it's not attacking you because it clearly sees you've made some kind of arrangement because you're being escorted by Snigbat.
Okay.
They start chittering at each other in Goblin. It sounds almost like someone fucking eating another living thing. It's awful, and it sounds like what you'd think goblins sound like. It's very unpleasant. They seem to be chatting away, and Snigbat sort of like gestures into the hallway. Do y'all go into the hallway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go first. So should I move my person? I don't know how to move them. Select move. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go in first, I guess.
Awesome. So, like,
I feel like I should go first since I'm the only armored and shielded person we have.
All right, you go. I'll be right next to you though, or like after you.
You can like, if I'm revealing it, you can sort of like, unless we're in combat, just like place yourselves where you're gonna be, and like, we can just pretend you're all in the little, move to the next room kind of thing. So you make your way down this hallway, and because they're not gonna like do square, and you, I really need a sword. Come into a larger chamber.
This is
that, like,
cool.
in real time?
Yeah, it is. Is Snigbat coming?
Snigbat does not enter the cavern.
Okay.
She seemed pretty shook by the whole blob thing.
Where's Sai?
Saramid outside it is eaten by bats wielding guns. The smell aura.
She's being a little wuss.
You enter this small chamber directly above. You can see, but that's an end of a bed. Alright, you enter a small chamber, and in the middle of this chamber is wait, I have to take notes. What's going on? Yeah, okay. The chamber is approximately 20 feet high. It sort of opens up straight upwards here, and as you can see, it's about 15 feet across. There's a path leading off to the east, and more so than in other areas of the cavern, the stalagmites here are quite thick and tall. So they're about 10 feet tall, some even 15. And in the middle, there's one that stretches almost to the ceiling, over 15 feet tall. And unlike the others, which are just stalagmites and stalactites, this one has a bunch of like pockmarks and holes, like little looks, yeah, I don't know, like it's got holes in it, like a flute, but they're naturally formed. They're like little holes. I can't think of how to describe that any better. The holes are about 4 inches wide, and they sort of go into, into the structure.
Can I roll an investigation check and see if there's any carvings or anything?
Sure.
So, D20, is that right? 12.
And you can also, like, when you roll, you can type /roll or /r, I guess it is.
And then investigation is +1. So, okay, yeah. So I got 13 then.
Cool. So May approaches the. Are you touching it and stuff, or you just kind of looking?
I'm just looking at it.
Okay. So you analyze it, and it seems like these holes are natural. But when you go around the back of it, you notice this pile of something weird on the ground. So the cavern has some guano and water dripping and everything. But there's this sort of substance on the ground that's black and almost tar-like.
Okay.
And you notice with your decent investigation roll, when you're looking in it, that there seem to be a couple of metal pieces in it that are like rusted almost completely through, and some like shreds of leather, and maybe something that could have been a bone.
Okay.
In this pile on the ground. Let's say actually, and to just beside it, you see a blade, like one of the scimitars that the goblins in the cavern were using. And again, it's quite badly corroded.
Okay. Well, I say, hey, look over here. This is kind of gross, isn't it? What do you think this is?
Looks like a dead body, and its weapons.
Yeah, maybe. It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Luna, with that insight, you start to study it, and yeah, you notice that the shape and the size of the puddles seem to be approximately like, okay, this is going to sound too sciencey, but like your brain does this math, essentially like the mass of 2 goblins.
2 goblins, okay.
Like melted, basically.
Oh, melted? Okay.
Yeah, like puddles of black, sticky goop with their corroded weapons and armor laying in it. And you sort of do the math with May, and you both figure out, yeah, oh shit, this actually looks like bodies, but like...
gross bodies.
Yeah, like super, super, super far rotted or melted almost. It's bizarre. Yeah, I can't really figure out what would happen.
Matt, we're way out of earshot of the goblins, right? Snakebat and the other one by the entrance.
Yeah, I mean, Snakebat's like 30, 40 feet down a winding tunnel.
Okay, well, Mel would, like, very quietly, to the group, just be like, so now that we're out of earshot of the goblins, should we consider just doubling back right now and cutting Hark's head off because he has human prisoners? I mean, they won't expect it now. They think we're off killing the slime. So we could just sneak in there and free the humans, and then we can kill the slime afterwards.
I say I'm for it.
I'm very for it. They could eat, like, several humans before we get back there, if they feel like it.
So you still have no... Just to, like, metagame for a second. You have no proof that the goblins have eaten anybody. Just to be clear.
But he was talking about it, and they're very
they were snacks.
That they were snacks, but he didn't say that they were eating. You know the goblins are pretty savage and gross, but they're not like actively man-eaters. I mean, it certainly happens, but it's not like a thing. It's not like, oh, I killed a dude, I'm gonna eat him. They have like their own society and politics and stuff. They're not super interested in eating other intelligent races when they can hunt cattle and deer and whatever. So. That's true. Hark said he'll stop hurting the humans if you go kill the blob. Like you said, while you're off on that, I'll halt my shit, and if you can kill the blob, then I'll give you...
Also, I say, all right,
fair.
I nod along and I say, I put my scimitar back in my blade thing.
Mel,
Mel very grudgingly agreed to kill this one first.
Mel, you're still carrying the torch, right? You were originally when you first came in. You said you were.
I think that was me.
Oh, okay. Just somebody's still carrying it, I hope.
Yeah. I've still got the torch.
Okay, because otherwise Luna literally.
Yeah.
Pitch
Yeah,
black.
I can't see. Wait, which one is Mel?
Mel is the shield one. What is your weapon again, John? Is it a hammer?
Scimitar, actually.
Okay, sorry, but that's the only one I could find that looked like.
What I mean.
May,
Oh,
I'm
May's-
the captain, the
North
fighter
Brown
that
one?
has. Oh,
You guys
the
not see the names?
the blue one with the blonde hair,
Oh, cool.
Wait,
Yeah,
can
no,
you
I
not
can
see
only
your name?
my own name.
and then
Yeah,
Mel is on the north in the silver
Yes,
with
got
the
it.
shield.
Show nameplate, but it doesn't show up for everyone.
I'm gonna stay with you, May, so I can see.
Okay, cool.
Wait, now can you all see Luna's name? Or
Yes.
whoever's I
No.
just touched?
Yes. Oh yeah.
I can't still, but
She's on top of you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yep, you're right. Cool.
Alright,
Nice.
this will make it way easier. It's an advanced setting. I could see all the names, but it wasn't doing it. Alright. Is that everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, you're in this room. There's a path to the east, and there's also a path to the west, and there's the path to the north that came down. The bodies are to the south of the structure, in the middle.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
move
like right
them.
It's
next
not a
to
very
it.
big
there.
room. There's only
right
like
there.
5-6 feet between the spike. You see, well, you're all kind of like looking at it now, and because Luna and May did the investigation work, you kind of all like spoke about it. It seems like it's the melted or, extremely decomposed bodies of some goblins. There's one blade that's almost completely corroded. It's just a shard of metal, and then there's one badly corroded scimitar and a couple shreds of leather laying amongst this like black tarry pile. Problem?
I would like to see, like, maybe the path is blocked, but I'd like to go west.
Yeah, no, that's just, I mean, it's uneven, but you head
Okay.
west, yeah, sure. So you head down this path to the west, and dun, 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 it opens, whoops, map grid.
Ooh.
It opens up into a larger chamber with a waterfall pouring in from about 8 feet up on the ceiling. There's just quite a large cave opening elevated off the floor, and there's a waterfall pouring into a pool that seems about 10 feet deep. Looks to be nice and clear water. The smell of sulfur and metal isn't really present in this room, and there's a bunch of green, faintly glowing mushrooms scattered around the pool of water. This, you assume, is what Hark and Snigbat were talking about when they said that there was a source of fresh water.
Can I check out the mushrooms?
You could give me an intellect check if you want to investigate what they are, like a medicine check. Or you can, I don't know, however else you'd want to investigate them, yeah. What are you looking for?
Well, an intellect is still my nature check, so I'll do a nature check, I guess.
Okay.
1 second.
Wait, man, I always miss my character.
Oh no! All right, I got a 3. I was gonna
Okay.
add the +1, but it clicked.
So
yeah.
you go up to the mushrooms and you kind of look at them, but you don't really recognize what they are. You're quite far from home, you and,
Okay.
and Mel here, so it could just be some other kind of species. You notice that there's a similar type of mushroom that doesn't glow in your forest, and it's totally safe and fine, but you're not sure. That's what.
Okay, well I say these are pretty. And I just point them
I
out
agree.
to everybody.
Pretty.
I'm not gonna.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
If you want to, I can let me find it for you. 1 second. Purify food and drink.
Oh, food and drink. That's true, eh?
You want me to? Okay, I'll cast that then. Purify food and drink. or non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere, centered on a point of your choice within range, is purified and rendered free of poison and disease. So any non-magical, see the magical mushrooms, then, you know, that's your business.
And
I'm
the
gonna eat
whole
one
campaign was just a bad trip. You'll all just wake up in this like same cave a year later, thinking you fought giants. Luna waves her hands, whispers something, and a like film of dust settles in a 5-foot sphere over these mushrooms. They all like jiggle, like they're shaking something off, and these glowing spores come off. And then there's a 5-foot sphere of mushroom area that looks slightly different than the others. Sai, you pick one up. It has quite a strong umami flavor. There's a lot of mouthfeel. It's ribbed for your pleasure, and you enjoy the mushroom. Yeah.
Lovely.
Anytime, buddy.
Were those illegal? Sorry.
Why?
Yeah, they have like those little ribs underneath the cap, like the fan, you know?
Another illegal thing.
Like a shiitake.
Since the
You guys can't just
waterfall
keep
room
running back and forth. You
seemed
gotta tell me this. You're all in this 3D room. You're all in this 3D room because you came in here together.
Okay, yeah, I would like to leave the room since there's
Hold
nothing
the
here but
phone.
water.
Hold the phone.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, from the cavern behind you, you hear strange, liquidy, gurgling. Dun dun dun. No!
The blob. Oh my god, so ugly.
What the heck is that?
Run.
when we hear the noise, I
Oh,
move to block the tunnel.
That's my computer, so give me 1 second. Oh,
And I'm gonna go.
Shut up.
wait, it's my grandma.
You
I'll be
mean
a minute, actually.
bonjour? You mean bonjour?
Bonjour. Man, so some fucking thing is coming out of that gurgling death ooze.
Jesus.
I'm glad I stepped away from it before this thing came out of it. Hmm.
Don't worry, we all got attacks, spells, and shit. We got this. Plus, this dude hasn't seen us yet, and I happen to have a little stealthy spell that might give us an advantage.
Healer.
I mean, we're on the tankiest we have.
No, I'm a fighter.
May is a deck.
I have a lot of
fighter.
hit points.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is
Well,
a team game.
I mean,
Awesome.
Mel has a scimitar and a shield, so she's gonna be, and she's got some protection spells, so she's gonna be the first one to fight. And then I have pretty high AC and hit points, and I have my longbow and my scimitars and my hand axes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that maybe this goo monster isn't just goop, it's like something living in that ooze.
It's probably.
troll-
I think the monster probably is the ooze, though. But I don't think. I don't think regular ooze mechanics apply to D&D because then a slime would be immortal, basically.
Yeah.
Also, I spoke to Matt after our last game. Sai and I get an extra hit with our offhand, or like anyone who has two weapons, really. But I think it's just like the
people that are dual.
Yeah, if you dual two weapons that you're proficient in.
Okay.
But you just roll once, and you don't like. Let's say you get a critical strike, you don't get like two critical strike. You get like.
You get another roll.
And I'm not sure what he decided, but it was going to be like either another roll or just like twice what you rolled for your first strike.
Okay.
I think I'll pull up the conversation, but I think we had said you wouldn't add your dex modifier to the second attack. Did you have two rapiers or just the one? Okay. Are you proficient in whatever a rapier is? Okay. Good. Okay, exactly. Okay.
I think that the first one to hit is just because in the the weapons thing on our character sheets it says hit +3 +4 or whatever. I think it would just be a roll of 20 and then plus that hit modifier, and then the damage would be 1d whatever plus your
it says here you don't add your ability modifier to the damage of a bonus attack.
Oh, okay.
An offhand strike doesn't gain your ability modifier damage.
Yeah.
Or proficiency, so it's just like pure damage, like whatever on the dice, with no bonus.
All right, cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
I also have a thing called Action Surge, which is you take an extra action during a turn, and you get it reset every short rest, so that's pretty cool.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
It's a fighter thing.
I
wonder where Matt went.
Yeah, where's our fucking DM at?
Where is our god?
Where is God? Where is God? But anyway, about the meta gaming we were doing, I do think I'm the tankiest we have, and I will be moving into melee as soon as I cast a spell, so we're good on the advantage thing.
What's your health and armor class?
Me am have currently 27 hit points and 18 AC.
Okay, I have 31 and 14, so I don't know if that. I don't know how that. I don't know.
I think I have 30. I usually have 39, but right now I'm at 29. But yeah, I've got pretty high hit points, and my AC is only 16 because I'm using a medium armor breastplate, but I'm pretty able to be hit as well.
We're all tanky then, compared to these fragile rogues.
Yeah.
Some more metagaming. Whenever someone hits, like, let's say half health, just call it out and I'll hit you with a heal.
Do you have one as a cantrip?
Do not have any healing cantrips, which is why I don't want to use them right now.
Yeah. Alright.
How much do you heal for?
Depends. I can heal 1d8 plus my mod if I'm in touch range, or 1d4 plus mod if I'm within 60 feet.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have a Prayer of Healing too, a level 2 spell. I can heal all of us if we're within range for 2d8 plus spellcasting mods. So that's pretty dope.
Awesome. This should help us during the fight.
Yeah, for sure. If everyone has taken damage at some point, I might just hit that one so I boost us all up a little bit.
Did you get like a bunch of spells as a cleric? Because I think you get like 2 extra ones according to your domain or something.
Yeah, I think I actually got I got 2 level 1 spells and 2 level 2 spells for free, and then I have a couple others picked.
Cool.
We've lost noise.
Yeah. Same.
God damn it, Matt. I'm gonna take
Miguel,
this
you should-
opportune moment to get mac and cheese.
Nice. For what? I still don't know how much gold I have. Matt hasn't told me how much a rich princess would have. But sure, we could do like 1 gold at a time. Are we just gonna roll on the d20?
Me, I'm in.
Okay.
And it's a d20. Who's going first?
Hey guys, sorry, my grandma just got to the hospital after a week, so she called me to let me know.
I rolled a 1.
Pay up.
Are you gambling?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gambling.
Yeah, because rolled a 20.
Oh, that's funny.
What? Oh man, my d20 rolled 999. What? Here we go. 22. Perfect. No, I don't. That is fine. What did you...
All right, I give Luna.
I'd like to celebrate this by giving everyone 1 gold.
Not very intimidating. Matt, is your grandma okay? I feel bad.
Yeah, no, it's okay. She has like a COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder, because she grew up in a town where they had an asbestos mine.
Jesus.
So she's like losing lung capacity by the day kind of deal, but she's been like on oxygen for a couple years now and stuff, only at night. She's okay. She had to go into the hospital because she had no energy, and they fixed her up, and now she's back, but sort of in and out. It's kind of an inevitable thing, but she's just home now.
Okay, well that's good.
Did she grow up in asbestos?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Sucks.
Yes.
Thetford Mines and asbestos.
Okay, oh gosh.
Mel, around the corner, you hear this slurpy, bubbling noise, and you turn, and there is this animate flood of what looks like tar, bubbling and roiling, and halfway through it, there are limbs and objects and pieces of rock you see sort of emerging and being reconsumed by it, and it's just bubbling and roiling, and it seeps across the floor towards you. And Mel, you're the closest one to it. Everybody roll initiative.
11.
Okay, wait.
20.
Rain, 11?
How do I?
That's plus dex, right? Just straight dex.
We're not doing dex. It's just an initiative, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
But you have an initiative bonus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on your character sheet by your AC.
Oh.
An initiative check is a dexterity check. You add your modifier to the roll.
Oh, okay. So mine was 22
Yeah.
then.
Okay, need paper. Alright,
So, do I add anything to my roll?
your dex modifier, but I don't know if you have a plus to dexterity.
+1. So, 3.
Okay, so
Fuck.
Third-
Are we all gonna
Finish.
roll on the chat?
you can if
That
you
would
want.
that would work, or you can just call out your rolls
Okay.
if you wanted.
Rain, what did you get? Oh,
11.
the 11? Okay, so first is May with 23 or whatever. So it's May, then what did you get, Sai? 8. 12. Okay, so May, Sai, Rain, then Mel, then... Okay. And... Y'all don't need to see
Oh,
my
and Matt,
rolls.
we talked about the offhand weapons
Yep.
and how we're just gonna use like damage with no proficient or dex modifiers.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's a bonus action to attack with your offhand.
Yes, so it replaces another bonus attack that we might.
Right. Yeah, you can choose to. That's kind of the unfortunate thing with a rogue, I think. But at a certain level, you get 2 bonus action.
Okay.
Because your sneak attack is going to be stronger than your offhand attack, isn't it? No. When you attack, when you make an attack action and you're dual wielding, you attack once with your main hand weapon that gets all of your bonuses, and you attack a second time with your offhand weapon. It gets your bonuses to hit, but it doesn't get any of your damage bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first then, right?
And that is, hold on. Okay, so around the corner, Mel shouts out. What, I don't know. What do you shout out, Mel?
Big fucking slime over here.
And everybody turns and sees this, and it's now coming in, and it's like slurping up the walls, and it's like it's like becoming the tunnel. You know what I mean? Like you can't leave.
Yeah.
It's on the walls and the ceiling, and it's slithering through, like a big old poop.
Okay. So
yeah.
is there any like body to it, or is it just slime?
It's just this mass of. It almost looks like pudding.
Okay. I'm gonna take
And
out my
yeah,
longbow, and I
Great.
guess just shoot an arrow at the biggest clump on it. I guess.
Great. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. That's- Okay, 17.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So it's pretty much everywhere. You easily fire an arrow, and your arrow sinks into for how much damage?
1 second. 10 damage.
Your arrow flies through the air and sort of just like into it and just gets sucked up, and as the arrow is being like consumed by this, you see the wood and the feathers on it start to fray and like melt and shrivel up and fall apart.
Okay.
Okay, next up, Sai gets her wits about her. Wait, the wall that you're on? What do you mean? the ledges that you see. This is sheer walls. Yeah, up to about 20 feet. Excellent. I would love that. Nice. You leap forward, brandishing your blade, and you slash it for how much damage? I'm gonna straight up let you guys know, because it'll just be easier, that this thing has an armor class of 7, because it's just, like, it's pretty easy to hit big. So if you land a hit that's above 7, just tell me what you do to attack it.
Okay.
Oh wait, Mac, you rolled a 10 for your damage, but was that including your, not your modifier? Your dex modifier gets added to that too.
Yeah,
or,
yeah, it was.
Oh, you have 0?
No, I did.
Yes.
It was 1d8 plus 2, and then
Gotcha.
plus.
Hmm. Okay. Wait, this is for what? Oh, your bonus? Do you have an offhand weapon? I forget. No, you just... Okay, so you make an attack roll with your main hand, which you just did. You land it for 8 damage plus what? Okay, so that's 12 damage. You hit with your offhand weapon, which you need to roll another attack roll for, quickly. Like a d20. Do you hit above 7? Damn, you hit it as well, so roll me another d8 really quick for damage. Okay, a d6, just straight, with no bonus. Alright, so plus 2. And you do your bonus, your sneak attack, which gave you a 10. Excellent. No worries. Wait. What? But you did that earlier. Rolled 2d6 plus 4. Can't re-roll this. Gotta. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. Yep. You're fine. You rolled a 2. But you'd rolled 2d6 plus 4 in the middle there, which I assumed was your bonus attacks, no? No. So 1 plus 5, so you rolled a 6 for your sneak attacks. Your bonus doesn't get, it's, yeah. Alright, I got your total. So you leap forward, and you slash into this, and so you slash, it's sort of filling this cavern in a cylinder, you know, like everybody can see what I'm seeing right in my head. It's like a round cavern, and it's on all surfaces. You slash like in front of it at your feet, kind of thing, and you take as you slash into it, this like black sludge that it is splatters off of it as well, and some lands on you, and as it touches your arm, it like burrows, and it's like burning into you. You take 7 damage just from the back of the slash. Yeah. And the sword and your offhand sword begin to corrode and start to like sizzle.
What?
Okay. Your weapons keep track of this, Sai. Your weapons, both your off and main hand, now each deal -1 damage. Okay. Yeah. So that happens, and now guess whose turn it is? This thing, out of it, like Saturday cartoon style, a hand like emerges made of it and punches at Sai. Yeah, that's true, but you can't disengage. Okay, it takes an attack of opportunity.
Hello.
So you move back to where you are, but as you move away from it, you use your bonus action for your sneak. No, you used it as your sneak attack. You did sneak attack. Bonus action. Sneak attack is your bonus action. Beginning at... Oh, yeah, no, wait, you can't do a sneak attack because you don't have advantage. Oh, I guess Mel is close enough. Okay, alright, yeah, you're fine then, you're fine. Okay, so you disengage and bounce back. Alright, so this...
But wouldn't I have used the bonus action as the second attack?
No, it's not a bonus action. As long as she has advantage, doesn't take any extra action to deal sneak attack damage. Yeah, she was right. So, this fist comes up and punches, at Mel instead. And it rolls an 18 plus, what is this, plus 5. Oh, okay, 23. That goes
Whoa.
AC, right?
23?
Yeah.
Yikes.
23 damage or 23?
No, it's a 23 attack roll against your AC.
Okay, I was like, okay.
I'm just gonna write down what your ACs are so I don't have to ask every time I need to fill this. Okay. Mel, your AC?
18.
18. May?
16.
Sai? Luna?
My armor class?
Yep.
14.
And
Minus
Rain.
14. Yeah.
Oh, and what's your passive perception, Rain?
13. It's on my... like I input it in the orbs.
Yeah, I'm not actually looking at any of those
Oh,
just because I
okay.
already have
13.
like, tabs open, sorry.
No.
Your AC was what, sorry?
14.
14. Alright, perfect. So, this hand of goo reaches up and punches Mel straight in the chest, dealing 8 damage with its full, crack to the chest, winding you, and then this sludge that it splatters onto you, with its punch, deals an additional... Are you high right now? I might have to... Wait, how much health does everybody have? Roughly?
I have 20.
Well, I had 27, and now I have 19, and now you're telling me I'm gonna be sizzled a little bit.
It's supposed to be 4d8 damage.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna do 2, because otherwise it's 9 damage of acid damage that splatters onto you. Also, your AC
I'm down
drops by
to
1 point.
10.
Your AC drops by 1 point. Your armor
Cool.
starts to sizzle.
Oh my god.
No, you're fine. Okay, and yeah, cool. It's Rain's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my chill touch on it.
Excellent. So your attack roll. But it's plus your int modifier.
Oh, right.
It does need to be.
So it does make it. I have
Yeah.
plus 2 intelligence.
Oh wait, no, I had a song for this. I totally forgot. Here we go.
Yeah, same.
I'm glad you like it.
This is great. I love it. Okay, alright, so we gotta protect him. Looking rough. Whose turn is it now?
Rain's turn right now. Oh no, Rain, you. How much
Well-
damage did you do?
6.
Okay, what happened with that? I'm sorry, I was
Oh,
listening, but I
Um,
feel like I missed what happened with the action. What did the slime guy do?
I will tell you in 1 second. I just wanted. I was informed. So an offhand attack is a bonus action. So you can either also attack with your offhand, or you can take your bonus action as the rogue. Okay. Like what happened last turn happened, but I'm just saying for future reference, an offhand
Yeah.
attack is a bonus attack.
Now we know.
So Luna, this slime curled into the cavern. May shot an arrow at it, which quite quickly consumed.
Oh, yeah,
Sai
I got
jumped
that, but
up
what
and
happened with
flashed
Rain?
it. Rain is casting right now a magic, icy, what is it? Icy
Chill touch.
Chill touch.
chill touch. So yeah.
So what happens with Chill Touch? What effect does it have on
This
the
is
slime guy?
a spell that you've seen Rain cast before. Holds out her hand, and this ghostly, skeletal, frosty hand just starts clawing at the slime, and it takes how much damage, Rain?
6.
It takes 6 plus your int modifier. Was up, so 7 damage.
What kind of effect does it have on the
I
slime?
have 2 modifier, I think.
So like out of character talk, it's necrotic. Considering the slime is like a black ooze, like usually necrotic damage you'd see it kind of like makes things sick or die. It's just this black puddingy thing, so it just kind of slashes at it. It seems to like shake and quiver like it's taking damage, but there's no obvious effect.
Okay, and then I see we've got these grid squares. They're like 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I want to cast Moonbeam, but can I do that without affecting Mel since she stood so close?
Sorry, actually first off it's Mel's turn, but when it gets to your turn, yes. No, I
I
didn't
thought
tell
you said it was my turn.
I did, and I was wrong. I just
okay.
I'm pretty sure that with the initiative rolls, but for future reference, yeah, you can like just try to cast it in a place where the like edge of your spell won't hit anybody, but you can cast it like behind the pudding, and then it'll hit it and not your friends. This is like 15-foot radius, you said?
The radius is 5 foot.
Oh yeah, so you can cast it like into the slime. It's covering more than 5 feet. It'll just burn it. But quickly, sorry, Mel's turn.
Well, I was gonna cast Prayer of Healing to heal us all until I realized it has a casting time of 10 minutes, which I think will be too long.
Yeah, that's 6 turns? No, 6 seconds, 10...
That's a lot of turns, so let's disregard that action for now.
10 turns? Yeah, it's 100 turns.
I will... I can cast 2 spells, right, if one of them takes an action and one of them takes a bonus action?
Hell yeah, you can.
Okay, fuck yeah. Well, I don't want to do that, because that's a ranged attack, and
I'm
that's...
fully grooving in my chair right now to this song, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Like bouncing up and down.
I really feel like I need to switch to the computer to hear this fucking song that everyone's listening to except for
Oh, sorry.
It's a 8-bit song.
Yeah.
That's why we're
question to the DM.
Yep.
Can I choose to cast 2 spells that take a bonus action? Because I mean, a bonus action is less than an action, right?
One action. Per turn.
I don't agree with that, but I will abide by it.
You wanna subsume your action into a bonus action? Sure. You can rank down, but you can't rank up. Sure. Let's do that.
No, that's what I meant, because I have 2 bonus action spells that I would
I'm
like
down
to
for
get.
it. Sure. What are these spells?
Okay, I will cast Sacred Flame. So that's a dex save of 13 for the slime.
Boom, 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 boom. You cast this flame out of your hand, and it fills the cavern in which this black pudding is, and it like you know when you put a magnet under a ferrofluid, and it gets all like spiky and weird for a second. The whole thing does that. It's like it like freaks out, like a cat raising its hair. All this, there's like spikes coming out of it, and it freaks out, and it's like burning, and it's certainly not pleased. And how much damage does that deal? Booyah!
That's
it
a
deals
4, so not
4
great.
plus your spellcasting modifier, which is charisma or wisdom, which is 4 plus.
Is it? I just have target takes 1d8 on my
is it, 'cause it's
spell list, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Yeah, sorry, cantrips don't benefit, but spells do.
Oh,
So
okay.
Dope. Okay.
And I will also cast Shield of Faith on myself and get +2 AC, and that is a concentration spell, so I can't use any more concentration.
Okay. So yeah, you raise your shield, and it like light sort of sheds out and surrounds you, and then like clings to you like cling wrap. It's like you're wearing some cool like leather bodysuit, but it's made of light. It's great.
Cool.
That puts me at a 19 AC, just so you know.
Alrighty, thank you. And Luna, I apologize, but it is now actually.
No problem. Okay, so I do want to cast Moonbeam.
Excellent. So, I don't think you need anything for that, right? You just like cast away, yeah. A silvery beam fills the room, like it expands in an orb, and it just fills this chamber with the slime in it. And the slime... 14. Your spellcasting modifier is 8 plus 3 plus 3. Doesn't beat it, so this slime takes roll 2d10. Yeah, it's got B.
So I need to roll 2d10.
You can literally type slash roll 2d10 exactly.
Oh.
Or you can roll 2d10 if you want.
I don't really. Oh, I see.
Like you can type slash
Can I
roll 2.
2 at the same time, like quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's fine. You can do whichever. Like roll 1 more or roll 2 more. We'll take the combo.
You know
or
what?
the...
I'll just roll 1 more.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 6 and 7 is 13 plus 4 is 17 damage.
Pretty good.
Very good. This
So how
thing
does it react?
again very similarly radiant damage. It does that like weird pharaoh fluid. Do you guys know what I mean by that?
Yeah, like
It's black goo, but like it's all spiky. Yeah. And it
It's not like the radiant.
and it actually even seems to make a noise this time, but you can't like place it. It's just this weird like feeling in the air that it's like screaming or something. It's not liking this. Yeah, absolutely. And May, at this point you've recovered and you're ready for another action.
okay. Well, I have this torch in my. What is the positioning of this ooze? Is it like
Filling
in one big blob, or is it like this whole circular entrance of the chamber is full of?
the latter. It's like glued to the walls. It's about like 6 inches thick on every surface, and it fills the chamber, and it goes like wraps around the corner. It's big.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna do
You
my
can't leave.
longbow hit again, because I don't want to light it up and then trap us in this thing.
There is water though behind us.
True.
That's true.
You're also in a cave there.
Yeah. Okay.
Burning takes a
So
lot of oxygen.
yeah. So I'm gonna do. I'll do my longbow, and then it's 1.
I can destroy water if you want to like use water as a form of attack. I can just get rid
I
of
don't have any real water attacks.
Oh,
Spit
okay.
on it. Do it.
Okay. So 19.
19. You absolutely hit it. How much damage?
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. 9.
Nice.
And then I have another. No, wait, no, I don't. Handed. Never mind.
Okay. All right, another arrow sails through the air, sinks into it, kind of dribbles, but this time it sort of shudders around the impact point. And its size changes.
straight through our friends.
Yeah, no. It's like it's really hard to miss. Nailed it. Your arrow sails through the air and deals. Excellent. Wait, what? Oh, true. Wait, this is your bonus attack? Yeah, but your sneak attack is a physical attack. I think? Or is it? Oh, no, it's just extra damage. You're right. Yeah, okay. Cool. So, yeah, an additional 6 damage. Does it say for any... Do you know what type of damage it is? Is it slashing? Is it piercing? Or is it just damage? It just says damage. Yeah, you're fine. You must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. Cool. Okay. So it deals an additional. That's actually kind of going to be a ticket to killing this. It's not taking much damage from other stuff. 6 damage. Okay, cool. That brings it to its turn.
So piercing damage?
It's the bonus attack is just damage. Adds damage to whatever you did. So the idea is that it's not an extra attack. It's that you had extra damage to your attack because it was.
Yes. Okay.
And at this point, the slime starts retreating and shrivels its way back down the cavern, and just like super fast, like withers and is just gone.
I don't think so, buddy.
Well, it slithers away much more quickly than you can round the corner.
Huh.
Is it?
You don't have cantrips, you fool. You fiend.
What kind of fucking move speed does this slime have?
The slime is like pretty fast, yeah.
That's
So yeah, that happened. It's gone. Around the corner.
well, fuck.
We should follow it. Finish it off. Gotta save those humans.
Yes. Yep. -1 damage to them. And John still has -1 AC to their. Well, you're wearing your magic armor, but when the spell fades, yeah, you'll still be -1 AC. It's like corroded, it's like rusted, and there's little pock marks and stuff in your weapon.
We'll start with the slime boy, so no.
Yeah, I don't know if it can heal. If it can, that would be very bad because it almost like destroyed me in one hit.
I was gonna say,
Because
it's
of my
made for a crew of
Yeah.
3 players at level 4, but it was about to like dominate you guys.
And I'm like the tankiest. Like I have the highest AC and like fairly high HP, and it's just like
Massive damage, bitch, though.
I hate that.
According to the Chill Touch description, it can't regain hit points until it was my turn again.
True. That is a fact. Hey, I never said anything to the contrary.
Yeah, exactly.
So you all rush, you follow it through the cavern back into the room?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, cool. You're back in the main chamber of the blob's room. Same as before. There's just a stalagmite pillar in the middle, which is larger and has holes in it. Otherwise, the room looks identical.
Hmm.
How? Why would you?
Yeah.
True. And also, yes.
So it's inside the big pointy boy. How could we get it out of the big pointy boy?
Matt.
The holes in the stalagmite pillar are stalagmite is from the floor, stalactite, yeah. Stalagmite is about 4 inches wide. So you know you can see into it. It's just dark.
Matt, a question. If Mac chose to, could she use her Earth Tremor spell to destroy stone?
You're in a cave. You can do whatever you'd like. That's, I mean, like as a friend, not as your DM. I think that using an earthquake spell while underground is maybe a bad idea.
I don't think that's fair, but.
But I mean, whatever floats your boat. And if you die in a landslide, well, it's not my fault.
Well, shit.
I just said which is which. Like, nope, stalagmite. Stalactite, tight, like head in French is up top. Stalagmite, mites like filthy little insects are on the ground.
Matt, another question. Yep. Could I, like, channel a sacred flame into
At the moment,
one
you guys
of the
are
holes?
out of combat. You can do what you tell me what you want to do. You're out of
Alright,
combat.
I want to, like, just walk up to the thing and just, like, put my hand against one of those 4-inch holes and just, like, put a fucking sacred flame in there.
Fill it up with fire. Yeah, absolutely. When you do that, no, it's late.
It would take 10 minutes for me to cast that heal I was talking about.
Mel places her hand against the... That's the boring of it. Oh wait. No, you're right. I was wrong. Shit. You place your hand to this hole, and out of your hand, you know, pours holy fire, and at the same time, from every other hole, like, shoots out like a fucking super soaker, this black pudding. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving roll.
Alright.
Dexterity, okay.
Make sure to check if you're proficient in it or not.
I'm not. So it's my dexterity modifier
On a d20.
And a d20, okay.
Mel. Oh, can you guys just change your names to your character names so that I can see it quickly in the chat? Who's who? I just hate doing the mental work.
Already done.
Yeah, I saw that thing. So, everyone except for your resident tank manages to spin at the last moment and avoid it. Like shoots out and splatters against the walls, and where it does, it like is sentient and it's like climbing around. And now you're in this huge chamber, and there's pieces of it, anywhere from the size of a dinner plate to like the size of a pool table, kind of slithering along on the ceiling and on the floors and on the walls, freaking out all around you. There's like 50 pieces. And one of these pieces slams and hits Mel right in the chest and is on your chest. And you are going to die right now. You're going to take... How much health do you have left?
Probably not enough by the sound of your voice. I have 10.
Can I, like, mage hand the blob away or something?
Nope. Hits you for 9 damage. You feel real generous because it was 16 damage. So 9 damage, and that was me having the damage it's supposed to deal. Splatters onto you, and also your chest piece continues to corrode even more. Takes another -1 to your.
Alright, back to 18.
So now you're down to your original 18 plus 2 minus 2. Win some, lose some, and yeah, it's like sizzling, and you manage to sort of like using your hands, which you know causes more burns and everything. You manage to sort of swat it all off of you, but you're really bad shape. Like you're sort of flickering on the edge of consciousness.
Ugh.
And this thing is, there's pieces of it everywhere, like you know, when there's a strobe light going in a club and everything's moving in like jerky movements. These things are like freaking out on the walls like that. These patches. Fuck you. And this is happening in the room, and it's like freaking out all around you, and one of you's almost dead, and you're all just standing there.
Alright.
I don't know what I can do really. I don't have any healing spells.
If you guys want to do something, you can. But if you're just gonna sit quietly, I'll give it another turn. Be aware of that.
Can I take a turn right away?
May like light everything on fire.
Okay, is there is it all around us? Is there anything on?
Yeah, like
any
light
on
all the
people?
pieces on fire. The little pieces.
I would say like don't worry so much about this technical stuff. Just tell me what you want to do. Okay, healing kit is like sit down, bandage stuff, apply. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna light up some of the
kit is like
the
bandages
goo.
and medicine.
Not all of it, and not anything near anybody that has any up.
May starts swinging her torch and slamming it against these spots of it on the wall, and where she does, they catch flame and sort of like sizzle and crumple and fall to the ground, and they look kind of like a burnt pancake, and it sort of like twitches and twitches, and it's fine, and it just sort of like dies on the ground. The pieces that you hit, so you're sort of going to town, and you're killing like 5, 6, 7 of these little pieces, and there's like let's say like 15, 20 total crawling around.
I just healed myself for 11, if that's alright.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Give yourself those 11.
Okay.
Mel, what did you cast?
I cast a Cure Wounds on myself, so
Sure.
I have
Yeah,
one
you see-
level 1 spell slot left now.
Nice. That'll be the other thing. Just everybody, please keep track of your spell slots because that's a lot for 5 players. Okay. Nothing from Luna or Sai or Rain.
I'll produce flame,
Love it.
and then can I throw it?
Oh,
at
hell
some
yeah.
Slime?
Oh yeah. So you've got one person swinging a torch. All of a sudden, Luna opens her hands like firebender style. There's a string of flame between them, and she's like lashing out with it like a whip and throwing pieces of it. And you're like, you know, spot cleaning this room. You're hitting them where they are. They start to fall. They start to fall. And after like 10-15 seconds, you guys have cleared most of the room. There doesn't really seem to be anything. But you hear this like low, vibraty, like mewling sound, like something crying and dying from inside the stalagmite. Pretty much everything that was exposed in the room is burned up and dead, and you just hear this like mourning sound from inside the bike.
Can I want to cast poison spray inside of the stalagmite. Can I do that? Like just funnel it down?
It's acid damage, right?
Sure.
Poison spray. No, poison damage. Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Poison damage, sorry.
So Luna finally... No, I was checking. You weren't wrong. Checking. You all are kind of like, holy shit, what just happened in this room? And Luna just walks up, plugs one of the holes with her hand, like much like Mel just did, and casts poison spray, fills it. You hear one final, and the stalagmite shakes, and there's like little rocks falling from the ceiling, and then all this sound.
Nice.
That was crazy good timing in the audio, because there was literally rocks falling from the ceiling when I said that.
So we know for a fact it's dead?
I mean, to your knowledge.
Can we do a check and just make sure that nobody has like some shit stuck on them that's corroding
Isn't
into
Stranger Things, Mac?
No. Okay.
You're not gonna be like,
alright, we're good.
It seems to be dead. There's no more sound, it's not following you, everything that's...
Alright, so now I will, if everyone's cool with it, I will take those 10 minutes to heal all of us for a 2d8.
Nice.
Alright,
Okay.
so you roll the 2d8, and then everybody gets that many back.
Let's see, 2d8
Plus here was
3.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm just gonna put it back on for a second.
So everyone gets 14 hit points if they want them.
Okay, great.
No, 10 hit points,
No.
there's a lot of spells that grant them, like usually magical shields and stuff. But you don't get 10 hit points from overhealing.
How long does that AC corroding effect last, by the way? Should I put mine down to 16? Because my spell is over now.
If your spell's over, yeah, you're AC right now.
That's bullshit.
In the cave,
Wait,
in the
what?
room right now? No, nobody has a full operate. I mean, there's
Oh,
this
no,
spell
I could have, but I
called Mending.
Oh, I can cast mending on.
It's
all the
more
shit, if that's
it's
what
not
it is.
really that. It's like charred and melted. Mending is like if you break two and you can then fit it back together.
Hmm.
You know, knowing this.
I have a crowbar and a hammer. Can we like bang it back into
Set up
place?
shop here, stay for a few years, establish a blacksmithery, train yourselves in their skills, and then repair your armor, or go back to town. Okay, her name is Snigbat. Oh, Kronk. Yeah. Okay. Hark.
Hark.
Are we sure? So you said that to our knowledge, the slime guy is dead. But
Roxy,
how
do you
certain
hear
is
the
it?
boss battle music? Come on, use some common sense. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you as God that like it is dead, but
You should be able to.
it's dead. Good. Sure, you can look into the holes. They're 4 inches wide. You have a torch. Give me 1 sec.
But who wants to put their fucking eye up to those holes when there was an acid slime with it?
What does a D100 look like when you roll it? Oh, I see. Oh my god, I got a 5 on a D100.
Nice drippy cave. It's just
It's
dripping.
called the Dripping Caves, right?
Is there some kind of joke other than a comedy joke?
I'm back. You guys are exiting this tunnel. Please tell me.
Okay.
And Snigbat turns as you exit. She's still in conversation with, his name's Nitch, but you don't know that. And she turns and goes, oh, Blob! And she looks and she walks up to Mel and she touches a gross clawed finger and she sort of like drags it along your chest plate and sees all the damage to it. And she says, Blob, and looks at you.
Blob gone.
She like claps and jumps up and down. Yeah, Blob gone, and she's gesturing, and she starts to cross back across the cavern with y'all. Halfway across, you get like way over to here to the. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to move you. You're heading into where Hark is, and she sort of slows down in this like awkward like, maybe. And she kind of looks at you guys. She goes, so what about Snigbat's deal? You kill Hark? She looks at you optimistically. Hmm?
Forget about Hark. Yeah. Alright, keep it nice. Keep it nice. Persuasion.
So, like, what are you saying to it? Because, as a DM personally, like, you can roll a 20, but if you can't tell me what you're saying and it's not, like, at all convincing, yeah. And she goes, but why? Ogre's dead! Snigbat boss! And she pounds her chest.
Wow. Getting a little rude.
She snarls at you, and she doesn't seem to understand everything you're saying, but she says, fine, fine, and she... As you round the corner, Hark's... don't freak out. I know it looks like combat, but it doesn't have to be. Bear that in mind. Always. No, I mean, like, this is just to show you what's in you. You round the corner, and Hark is there with Ratcha and Zukluk, which were the female guards referenced last week. And there's also giant rats. The giant rat, I'm talking like a dog-sized rat.
Friendly boys.
Like a Doberman.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
And as you round the corner, there's a couple of them feasting away on... I think I didn't mention it last week, but I absolutely mentioned that there was... No, I did. There was a human corpse, a mangled corpse in the room. They're eating away on it. And Hark is sort of lounging on a rock that kind of looks like a chair, and his guards are standing beside him. Yeah, you around the corner. And Snigbat waves her arms and gestures you into the room. He stands and sort of looks at you judgmentally and sends one of his guard off, presumably to make sure that what you're saying is true. And he says, you must be very powerful adventurers if you kill the blob. Yes, a deal is a deal. I don't know why. Empire. And he tells you, Zukluk, take our guests to the prison. and at the same moment you hear another muffled scream from the back room of this chamber.
He was talking about us being escorted?
Zukluk approaches you and is like, come, come, and she starts out of the chamber again.
Can we say, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna need that human too, and then point towards where the coming from.
Oh. So Hark kind of snarls slightly and says, fine, deal, it's a deal. And he sort of like gestures, allowing you to walk past him to the alcove.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the alcove and find the person.
Did you see the health bars and the names?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the names before I revealed?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if they were like attached with the Fugawar to the actual token or if they were just where they are. So you round this corner and you see a cowering woman from Nightstone surrounded by 4 giant rats, which are all sort of like pacing around her and like taking little lunges at her. And you, specifically, may recognize this as Lady Velrosa's lady-in-waiting, Daphne Featherstone. And she's cowering. Or obviously, these rats are trying to...
So I call her name out and I say, come
she jumps up and she says, Manariel, is that you?
Yes, it is I, dear. Come with me. We'll keep you safe.
Oh, Velrosa sent you, and she runs to you and she grabs your hands. She says, Velrosa sent you?
Yes, she did.
I can't wait to see her again. Oh, my lady, I miss her so much. She must be well, right? She's okay in the city?
We'll get to that, dear. Let's just make sure that you're fine.
Wait, what do you mean? Lady Velrosa, she's waiting for me, right?
All right,
we'll just persuasion if that's the route you're taking.
Okay.
Very fixated. No, Manariel.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
She's fixated on you, May. Yeah.
So what was it?
She's like got both her hands in her hands, and she's like, "Oh my god, thank you."
Persuasion.
Okay. I'm pretty good at persuasion. I'm proficient in it too. Okay,
yeah.
so.
Oh, you have your diplomat thing too.
20. Yes. Plus 1.
Did you get double proficiency?
3. I don't think so.
Right.
I got. Yeah. Okay, one moment. Sorry. Okay, I got 1d20 plus 5. Cool.
Yeah, plus 3.
No, it's a plus proficiency bonus plus because I'm proficient.
I would go to a club that just played that all day, all night.
So I rolled a 21.
Excellent. You tell her. Well, do you want to say what you tell her?
I just say you're my #1 priority right now. Let's get you towards the others and get you out of these caves.
So she's very like shook, as the kids say, and she sort of nods and she grabs you and follows you out of the cave. And she sort of looks at Hark, terrified as she walks past. She's sort of like inching past, expecting at any moment these people to grab her again. But you exit the cave, and Zukluk is waiting and escorts y'all all the way over here, including Lady Velrosa, to... I zoomed in too much and now I can't control them. There we go. Okay, do you want to... I guess we could kind of generally decide. Do we want to RP where like you say what you say, or like sketch out what was said?
I can do it.
Yeah, just like talk to me as if I'm Hark. I mean, you don't have to, like, I'll let you know if it requires that, or if you're trying to provoke a specific reaction from somebody using that as leverage, but otherwise it's just like...
Hey, Hark, before we seeing what we did to slime friend. Are you nervous? Sure.
10 minutes of those were healing up because you almost got killed, but yeah, fine, alright. Yeah. He spits on the ground and says, fine, humans no good for eating anyway. Hark, me Nightstone, no harm. He doesn't like the threat. He growls at you and puts a hand on his sword.
I growled that.
Fine, he just gestures. He's like, go, go! Take your filthy humans.
Had to make an enemy before we left, huh? So,
He's the worst.
So y'all, including Daphne Featherstone, head over with Zukluk, and Zukluk escorts you to the edge of the cavern. Zukluk says, shh, and holds a finger to her lips. And she kind of like pats her hands in the air and like, quiet down, everybody, like gather around. And she says, in here, we be very quiet. And she nods, like asking for your, like, you fucking understand?
Sure.
Sure.
And she escorts you to the edge of this larger chamber. And you see, oh hell, do you see plenty? You see the name of the cave written in the sky. You see a whole hell of a lot of chamber. Alright.
Oh, wow.
This short tunnel leads to this sunken cavern, so it drops like quite far into a black open hole, which you have no idea where it leads. The edges of this pit are like coated in guano. There's like inches of whitish gray shit everywhere, and around the outside, raised above the level that you're on, 10 feet above you, are all these little alcoves spread out, and you can all see the like humanoid shapes huddled in these alcoves. And they're not making any noise, and they're sort of just barely moving. And Zukluk grins, this big, toothy, rotten, tooth-fanged grin, and just gestures a hand, like, go on in, they're all yours.
Okay, and these people look like statues, sort of?
No, they seem to be alive. They're moving a little bit, but they're just like, they're not making, they're not talking, there's no noise, they're not screaming, they're not crying, they're just sort of like huddled up in little groups on these alcoves.
okay, everyone, time to go.
Luna says that.
Everybody follow me.
Yeah.
From the center hole, bats swarm out. Thousands of bats swirling, filling the cavern all around you. You're swatting. One bat. Okay. You all take one piercing damage as their wings and claws slap over you as they swell up. Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's more or less it.
Okay.
And then they settle back down into the hole. And
Okay.
all the humans are like looking at you guys now, doing like that thing where you like wave your hand across your neck, where you're like, "Shut the fuck up! Don't do that again."
Okay, well, I'm gonna motion for walking towards me, at least, and like, quietly.
Okay.
Sort of ushering the
Yeah, they got
people
that
out of this
point.
room. Yeah.
So the villagers, first, this one dwarf climbs down, and everybody's sort of in tow. Okay, just I'm not gonna obviously take forever. Everybody's kind of following him, and he works his way down just outside the chamber, kind of where all y'all are at. I'm just gonna move. Quick leaves. And exits the chamber, and everybody's sort of in tow behind him, still being very quiet as long as they're in the chamber. But Sai falls to her death. It's a really gross photo.
Where is
Bye.
it?
Honestly, if you don't know it, you really don't know.
How does that not look like a prolapse butthole to you, Roxy?
I mean, it crossed my mind. I just don't dwell on these things.
That was a very mature answer. Everybody leads out, and leading the group is a dwarf, who approaches whoever's closest to him and says, "Are you here to rescue us? Finally! I was certain Lady Nander herself would be walking through these caverns to get us, but I suppose some hired adventurers is the next best thing." The name's Murak Urgre. And he holds out his hand.
I shake the hand.
I shake it.
Well, hello.
I
You
gotta
all
shake
shake
it.
his hand at the same time.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah.
Collective shake.
Shakes his hand and he says, "Proprietor of the Nightstone Inn. We've been here for days, and those damned ogres showing up like clockwork. Very lost 4 friends and family. Can't bear to lose any more. Did you see anyone else out there? Alive?"
Well, I gesture to Petunia? What's her name?
Daphne.
Daphne? Okay, sorry.
Daphne steps out from
I
behind
don't know
you.
how I got that. I'm sorry.
Daphne steps out from behind you and he goes, Daphne Featherstone! Oh, Lady Nandor will be happy to see us both. And he runs up to her and hugs her. Do not judge his perfect dwarven accent. Thank you, I am.
What was his name again?
Morak Urgre, thanks for asking a second time.
All right, okay, Morak. Let's
Lisa
get these
Soul,
people out
what's
of these
going on
caves.
here?
From Fantasy Scotland.
It's the dwarf. He's not Scottish. That's racist. Maybe they happen to sound similar.
Okay, I say let's get these villagers out of these scary caves, won't we?
Yeah, they gonna follow us or what?
So he finally kind of like peeks around the corner and he's like, "But what about the goblins, the ogres?"
Don't worry about them. We
Yeah,
took care of the ogres and the
We
goblins.
dealt with them.
Don't worry about it. Let's move. Let's keep it steppy.
Ha! Better than I thought you'd be. And he claps one of you on the back. He claps Rain on the back, and you all emerged from the dripping cavern together.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
684,000.
We leaving.
Excellent. You all left that area. And you make the short journey back to Nightstone.
Yay.
All right. So
Morak Urgre told you he would meet you at the inn when you wanted to catch up. You've escorted approximately 30 villagers back to their ruined city, including Lady Nandor's lady-in-waiting, Daphne Featherstone.
Lady Nandor. Me.
So we just left those hellhounds in the middle of the street. Do we need to take care of them now?
When you arrive back,
They must have
you
pieced out
see
by now.
that the four guards that were in the keep with the Lady Nandor's corpse, seem to have sort of taken out whatever else was left in the town.
Okay.
You don't see the wargs anymore, and I mean, you don't know it, but I can tell you as DM, there was like a couple goblins you guys missed, and they've dealt with it. They used your bridge to get back across the bridge, which I super actually added. If y'all look at number 11, I added a rope bridge that you created yourselves.
Nice.
Sick.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
And then the thing was, I'd copy pasted all of those tokens you just saw in the cave into their actual proper homes and had them everywhere. But it drove me nuts that they all had the same face. So I deleted them, and then I was going to make them all different people, and then I ran out of time. But pretend there's this town now. There's people sort of milling about everywhere. Each farm has a family. Like most of the farmsteads have at least like 5-6 people living there.
Okay.
And they're
So
sort of
and
examining the
we have
damage.
like healed up everybody that needs healing and bandaging and stuff, right?
I mean, there was some people bleeding and limping and stuff on the way back. You all made it back safely, and everybody's like, some people went to infirmaries, some people keep guards. A couple of the guards took their positions at the watchtowers just in case, but everybody's just kind of like trying to chill out, and it feels like, you know, the worst is over.
Okay.
And so imagine that as you arrive back in this town, there's sort of people milling around and talking to each other and examining the damage.
All right. So are we going to go meet with the dwarf?
Morak asked you, he said, when you get back and you get settled, come see me at the Nightstone Inn.
Okay. Do we want to take a
Alright,
short
we got
rest first, or do we want to do that first and then take a short rest?
I said, where were
On your way back, as you enter the town, Daphne says to you, May, she goes, oh my goodness, Lady Nandor will be so happy you got me back safely. Let's go see her. Let's go see Valorosa together. And she grabs you by the hand and starts pulling you toward the keep. She's like dragging you.
So I'm going to motion to, what's his name? The nice guard. What was the nice guard's name?
God, I don't remember. I made it up on. Hank.
Hank. Okay, so I motion,
No, I do. I was.
and I pull him over, and I'm sort of gonna just like hand this one off to Hank. I'm gonna be like, hey, can you inform Daphne of what transpired here?
Okay. So Hank is waiting at this side of the bridge because again, it's not repaired yet. You still have to cross a rope bridge. And as he greets you, he sort of nods solemnly, like he's glad you got everybody back, and he clasps your hand and he shakes. Thank you so much. Manariel. And is Mel with you? Yeah, Mel, you said you're like always with her, right?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Manariel, Melarin, and is it Melarin or Melirin?
Melderon.
Melderon.
Did I forget a D? Holy shit, my B.
Yeah.
Should have told me that.
That was okay.
Melderon.
I did. I've never seen you write my name down, so I didn't know.
Oh, because it was under your character, unless I just wrote Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yep. You're just not on this yet. But yeah. So says thank you so much. We have a lot to do. Get Nightstone back on its feet, but you've helped us immensely. Are you all also with these two, or you guys are like chilling? Because he would thank you as well. Is all I want to say. Rain, Luna, and Sai. Cool.
Yeah.
So you're all there, and he's like, "Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. There are no words. If there's anything you need, please let us know."
Thank you. Can you take care of Daphne for a while? Look after her. I know that she is close to the family, and he knows what family I'm talking about.
Sort of cocks an eyebrow and is like, "Yes." And Daphne goes, "Hank, where's Lady Nandor? Where's Valrosa? I can't wait to see her. Oh my goodness,
I'm just gonna start stepping back a little bit. I'm just inching back away from this conversation because I just I'm not feeling it right now.
How oblivious and male Hank is.
Yeah.
Hank rolled a nat 20 for insight into what the fuck was going on, so he totally gets what happened. Yeah. He looks at you kind of like a little sigh, like, "Ah, fuck, thanks for, pawning this off on me." But he nods and winks at you and lets you leave. And
okay,
to be fair, she was traumatized. She probably would have broken down and not even been able to walk back to town.
Legit, that's the way it works. If you told her that Valrosa was dead, she would not leave the cavern.
Yeah. Okay.
So well done on that. And he sort of puts a hand, on her waist, and then ushers her towards the keep and starts talking to her. You can't really hear, and they move off. And y'all are standing in Nightstone, and there's people going about their business. If you want to do something specific or check a farm, I do have info on everybody who's everywhere, but otherwise you got kind of what to do. I mean, you just had a dude offer the service of anything in the city that you needed, and you didn't say anything. So, I mean, maybe. You know that there is a trading post in the town that you tried to rob earlier and didn't find anything for goblin. So he's walking away from you with Daphne. What do you do? He's walking away.
Maybe let him handle it.
Yes? Yeah, maybe can't we just ask another guard to do this?
Well, I mean, it's cool. Okay, he leaves Daphne halfway across the bridge, and she's kind of got this furrowed look on her face, like he started telling her, but she's trying to piece shit together. She's like, "Wait, what?" Back to you, all face scrunched up, "Wait, what?" He explains to you that there are the blacksmith was actually killed in the Cloud Giant attack, but that anything you find, armor or weapons from the trading post, you can gladly take. And he tells you, because when you searched it, you didn't find anything. He tells you that there is a secret door in the back of the kitchen. That he tells you how to open it, a certain, you're looking for a certain knot in the wood, knock that, it'll open up, and there's an armory back there. You're welcome to anything. And if you need weapons, check the guard tower. All right, he nods and heads back. We're gonna say fast forward, obviously. I'm assuming Mel, you repair your armor. You take a new breastplate. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably just because my armor isn't anything special, so I would just use a bunch of mending cantrips on my tabard of Corellon, and I would replace the armor itself.
Oh, because you have a special breastplate.
No, it's just the tabard. It's just
I just wear a tabard with the symbol of my face over it.
Cool.
So
you go and you get a new hauberk for your physical armor, but you spend a while casting mending and you manage to repair the tabard. It shows that it's not brand new, but it looks fine, and the symbol of Corellon is.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And
she's not picky.
Sai, you replace your daggers with fresh daggers from the armory.
I'm gonna grab some arrows, maybe like 20 extra or something. If
Sure.
if we have free reign, I'm just gonna take like a lot of ammo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
A couple of guards look at you a little bit funny, but like you're the saviors of Knights, and they're not going to stop you.
Yeah. Okay.
I also take arrows.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Is in jokes. Yeah, there is. In the stack of weapons, there are some short bows, longbows, crossbows, and there is a small selection of hand crossbows, which are very difficult to come across because they're drow creation and they're not welcome on the surface usually. But for some reason, Nightstone has a couple. They're identical, and I. All right, you take one.
Can I upgrade my armor?
What are you wearing?
I don't know.
Tell me. I mean, you tell me. What are you wearing? Is it like?
Honestly, I
Is
don't
it
know.
leather? Is it cloth? Is it?
Cloth.
Okay, so like padded cloth would be the one for your armor class. Yeah, you find a couple like armor that can't upgrade your armor class just yet. You guys are gonna
Okay.
level up after this, and then we're gonna get loot in the next session. But I don't want to upgrade everybody too much now. But you can get like a fresh set of it.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. And I want to go to the stable and say goodbye to my horse.
Oh,
We don't
yeah.
need to say goodbye to the horses. We can take the horses.
I feel like I should retcon, but I totally said they were workhorses, which like you can't ride.
Oh,
and
okay.
travel
All
with.
right. All right.
But-
Okay. Never.
I don't want to take them. I just want to say goodbye.
That's
I
true,
can
'cause
be
you
a
can turn into a
horse.
horse, and you have two horses
Yeah.
All right.
in the stables. I left them at. Oh.
Yeah. Someone's
Near the
taking-
side of
I
the
mean,
bridge for like 8 hours.
Ah, they're fine. They
Hanging
eat
out.
grass. They're loving it.
Yeah. So you go in, and do you have a name?
Not that he told me.
Okay. And you enter, and he looks up at you. Eyes are full of wonder and a subtle, beautiful intelligence that penetrates right to your very core.
Aw.
Eyes are watery, and he seems to be asking with his eyes, "Are you leaving?"
Yes.
He doesn't
Is
seem
that-
to understand.
Are we?
Because you haven't cast
I don't even know what we're
Alright,
doing.
I'll
I'm
cast
just
speak
kidding.
with animals.
And he whinnies and neighs, and you see he seems very excited to see you, and it's like the gist of his conversation is like, "Oh, human druid friend, you're back. Scary time over. Are you okay?" He's very
I'm-
excited.
I'm good, thank you. Your help was, what's the word? Indispensable. And you're very kind.
He does whatever the horse version of a smile, and he sort of like puffs out his chest a little bit, and he he does one of those things where horses like trot in place with their front feet, where he's like, "Oh yeah, look at me, I'm so cool."
Oh.
And then he lowers his head, and he's like very grateful. Yeah, this is a good boy. I'm a good boy. It's kind of what he's very pleased.
Okay, cool. So once we figure out all of our armor and weapons and stuff, I'm gonna go to the dwarf at the inn.
Okay.
Was there a longbow or like a better bow than a short bow?
Can I like we'll say that you guys found weapons and armor. I just need to do crunch
Sure.
numbers and figure out
Okay.
what's reasonable or
Yeah.
not.
Then no worries then.
But you will get stuff. I'll like tell you what you found in the
Yep.
city after all of you. But I just
Yep, no worries.
except for Luna, this horse goes back into his stable and nuzzles aside some hay and grabs this like burlap sack with his teeth that was hidden under there and drags it and drops it at your feet.
What?
Oh my goodness.
And he like nuzzles you like, "This is for you." Yeah.
I
Exclusive
start
horse
crying.
loot.
Just with pure happiness. Open the burlap sack to reveal.
To reveal 3 small spheres that seem to be some kind of grenade.
What? What?
Hey, horses can't be anarchists. What's your point, man?
Yeah.
Jeez, chill out.
The Communist Manifesto. Cocktails.
Here's
So-
Chris Hedges' published work on PDF. Like,
3 grenades.
Yeah, in a burlap sack. And he explains to you that when he was working out in the field that there was an orc raid years ago, and that he found these afterwards, and he'd been keeping them because they were like some kind of amazing, cool thing that horses don't have access. He doesn't even know what they are, but he's like, "This is my most cherished possession of my entire existence, and I want you to have them so much." And he's like, "It's not this like, oh, I guess you can have." He's like super fucking pleased. So you can write down somewhere that those are 3 smoke grenades for like statistics' sake. It's going to cause a 10-foot radius smoke cloud. You can't see through.
Dope.
Classic like ninja throw at your feet. You know? So you got 3 of those because you befriended a horse.
Nice.
D&D. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen?
I love this word.
Hmm?
Well, that's cute.
Okay.
You can do that with the dwarf at the inn.
Every now and then, gets a give the horse an extra. Give the horse a
Someone
sugar
who
cube.
sneaks into the stables every 2 weeks with an apple.
A horse can be my sugar.
No, because you can't
That's
speak
perfect.
to animals. Anyway, I want to say a very emotional goodbye and then head up to the tavern, the inn.
Okay, you wrap your arms around the horse, nuzzle its neck, and it nuzzles you back, and you share this very profound emotional moment. And it sort of steadies itself and goes, and it tells you that it understands you have to go, and it wishes you well.
Perfect. Best
Did we
thing
get-
so far.
Did you ask him his name?
It's Salad. I picked up.
Okay.
Nice.
His name is Salad. Yeah, absolutely.
That's lovely. Okay, so let's talk to this the innkeeper.
Okay, you head back to the Nightstone Inn, and Morak Urgray is sort of overseeing an effort of a bunch of people who are sweeping and picking stuff up, and this 5-foot spike of rock is still lodged in the main room, but a lot of the debris has been cleared up, and things are starting to somewhat get back to normal. And as you enter this room, you actually notice that quite a few people have already taken up, pitchers of ale and some drinks, and everybody's sort of trying to forget about things. And you open the door and enter into the Nightstone Inn.
Does everybody cheer?
I wish I had sound effects. Yeah, everybody raises a glass to you and says, "Hey!"
I cast Entangle to shut everyone.
Same.
Good idea, Fine.
So
All right,
there's
let's
a
find
flute
the
player in the back, and a couple people are already pretty sloshed because they've just had one hell of a near-death experience. And again, everybody you pass or move past in the inn is like patting you on the back, and some people are even like hugging you. Everybody's very, very glad to be back.
Wonderful.
Everyone is like still pretty dirty and roughed up from the horrible experience in the Goblin Cave. Just gonna say, remember you
That's
do
so
it.
generous.
If they're not better off than me, or if they are better off than me, they're pretty rough.
Oh, shut up! Take your advice
I don't know if you
sometime.
So do we find Morak?
Oh, this is what I wanted to. Oh, yeah, you do. You find Morak, and he's like, "Hello, friends." Oh God, I don't. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. None of us can. And he like shakes your hand. So happy to see you. And he's like, so, Where do you hail from? What's your story? Did Lady Venerosa hire y'all? Y'all? She's hire ye?
No,
Have May and I never like stayed at this inn when we've been in town on
You
the
absolutely
stuff?
have.
Okay.
Well, you didn't stay overnight, but you spent a night at the inn, and you've met him before. He just was.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, I say no. We were coming into town for other business, but seems that we got entangled into this this big goblin and ogre mess.
And he sort of claps you on the shoulder, and he's like, "That's the savage frontier for you."
Yes, indeed. So we've just recently arrived here, but and then I do an aside to Mel, and I say, "Did nobody tell anybody about the lady?" And then I guess she shrugs.
I'm like, doesn't seem like it. I don't want to do that myself.
I can't
No.
hear you.
Oh, you can't hear John?
Mhm.
Oh, what?
Oh, you're just really quiet. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's because I switched to my computer so I could hear this lovely music everyone's been talking about.
Oh wait, did you hear the song we were talking about earlier yet?
I did hear the slime song. It was everything I expected it to be.
Okay, but no, then we got entangled in this mess. So now we're just, I think we're overdue for a meal and some rest.
Oh, he scored a 20 on his perception. He suddenly like squints at you, and he says, "Oh, you don't be these high elves who came here a year past to settle things with the elves, are ye?"
And then I smile a big, wide smile, and I say, "Well, indeed, we have been here. You have a good eye."
Ah! And he like seems super embarrassed, like over melodramatically, and he's like, "Oh, me 1,000 pardons, me ladies, 1,000 pardons. A drink!" And he offers you all a drink.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I take the drink and I ask if there are any open rooms for the night.
He sort of like claps, and like a waitress comes by and is giving you all like a picture of a drink or like taking orders or whatever. He tells you, I'm sure you can find a place at the keep. Lady I cannot do that. Lady Nandor would be happy to have you for the night. I'm sure after everything. But unfortunately, he kind of looks over his shoulder, and upstairs there's only like one room remaining. It's been like pierced by this huge spike. The inn's kind of a mess. Everybody's just kind of partying.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're happy about it.
Okay. Oh yeah. I look over his shoulder, and then I see the shoulder, and then I just nod, and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Damage that happened."
Oh, he says, we're all alive. Nothing insurance can't pay for. Insurance doesn't. And he's like, I'm sure Venerosa could put you up in a much nicer place than this. And he laughs again.
And then I just nod and I say thank you.
Totally avoiding dealing with.
Yeah. May is good at diplomacy, but she's not very good at emotion, so she's trying to just keep herself out of this.
So he's like
have that conversation with
smiling and nodding at you guys, and he goes to turn to leave to like go see to his other patrons and stuff. And he turns back to Lessic and he says, "Now, ladies, you don't seem to be going anywhere else in particular now, do ye? Do you have plans?"
I look to the other women around and shrug.
No, we don't.
He's scratching his beard. He has a beard. Well, you see...
Like work with a beard, Matt?
I know. I'm bending the rules. Is he a boy? Is he a girl? You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know if I can suspend my disbelief for this dwarf with a beard.
Dwarves don't have beards.
It is a compliment. I got it. We're fine. Now they're making fun of us. Don't worry about it. Beards have dwarves. My beard gets full of dwarves. They're mining and they're...
Nearly every beard in the world has a dwarf attached to it. Listen to fact. Even a human beard could have a tiny, tiny dwarf in there somewhere.
Morak kind of doubles back and he says, "You see, Nightstone's a small town. You've seen most of us already, and we certainly suffered from this here attack. We're starting to get pretty worried about these giant attacks, and we was wondering if you could deliver a message to some of our family in the north. We'd like everybody to be safe, and there's been some people killed. That we'd really like it if you could deliver news."
We would be happy to send anything along. As soon as we're headed towards the north, I would love to collect some papers from you and do that for you.
Great. He seems like very grateful for that, and he says, "Well, you see, we had 3 families that were hit real hard. You could really take us to Bryn Shander or Goldenfields or even Tribor. I could send you to important people in any of those places. You just tell me where it makes sense on your list." That's what I give you guys. So you can head. You see, you guys are between Daggerford and Waterdeep on the coast right now at night. He explains that of the families where people were killed, or even families that were almost entirely wiped out, the living relatives of the 3 families that were hit hardest, there are relatives living in Goldenfield, which is obviously just north of Nightstone, quite close by, living in Bryn Shander, which, if anybody sees on the map, that would be awesome. Pretty sure it's far. Bryn Shander.
Where the heck are we?
Nightstone.
Where's Bryn Shander?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Oh, on the coast. Yeah, so you know Bryn Shander's like practically the north. And also Tribor, which is north up the main road from one. So the closest to you is Goldenfields, very close, and Tribor is quite a ways away, and Bryn Shander's up in the north, but he basically is saying, like, wherever you're going, if it's no trouble, if you're passing any of these, like, he's not demanding his favor, but he's like, if you're headed in any of these directions, would you mind talking to some of these people? We'd really like to let everyone know what's going on and to make sure everybody's okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I know, and I tell him, as long as we're... Oh, go ahead. Well, as long as we're, heading in that direction, I'd be happy to, drop by and help you out. They're from the north.
Yeah, he kind of narrows his brow and he says, "Personally, we don't know much about it. This is the first time we've been hit here in Nights, but the Lord's Alliance has what's the word I'm looking for? Outposts in all the major cities, including the ones I mentioned. And vaguely, none of you are super familiar with the Lord's Alliance, but it's essentially like a group of the small folk, humans, elves, halflings, dwarves, etc., who have like a sort of military alliance across the north. So every city does its own thing, but the Lord's Alliance are people who are looking to make sure that those races that I mentioned that are part of the Lord's Alliance are doing okay, aren't getting wiped out and everything. So he says, if you're worried about the giants themselves, you probably should best seek out the Lord's Alliance, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. But that as a humble innkeeper from a small town, he doesn't really know more than.
Can I ask him if he knows of any
what? Sorry.
Any of the Lord's Alliance that are in Night?
He says the closest Lord's Alliance would be in Waterdeep or in Goldenfield, but he would ask you go to Goldenfields.
Okay.
He says if you're going to Goldenfield, the Zelbrin, they are an elderly couple, you see, crushed under one of the rocks that fell from the giants, sitting at their dinner table. A horrible affair. But they did speak of a son, Miros. He lives in Goldenfields, and if you deliver the news of his parents passing to him, and if you're looking for the Lord's Alliance, I'm sure they're there in Goldenfields as well.
Okay, I nod to him. That's pretty good information. So, the
Zelbrin, Xel, sorry, Brins, is the family name. You're looking for their son Miros, Miros.
Okay.
I can write this in chat, probably.
Okay. So I say that sounds like a good place to start. Okay, so I guess we're gonna head back. Or are we done with the?
He thanks you very much, and he says, "But it's evening now." And he's like, "But please, please, stay the night. Let us celebrate your victory together."
Yeah, we can eat and drink and then head back towards the keep when we're done with our everything.
Absolutely. So you guys spend the night at the inn, partying the fuck up.
Okay.
Can you hear that? No, you can't hear that. Me. Shit. Partying the fuck up with all these peeps. And by nightfall, the blues is flowing and everybody's dancing and celebrating. And you guys really, really feel, all of a sudden, you come from pretty humble backgrounds. The elves were fighting, a war in the north, you were soldiers. But all of a sudden you feel, for the first time in your lives, like personal heroes. Like these people are celebrating, these people are alive because of you. And,
You can. Yeah.
Oh, it was half the volume of the other sounds. That's weird. Okay.
It was like 3 times the volume of the other song.
Oh, I meant on the sliders, but yeah, no, I believe you. That's fucked up. Okay, sorry. Did you hear what I said?
I heard.
Hold on.
Oh yeah,
You can't hear God over the din of the celebration. Yeah, essentially, you guys finally feel for the first time, most of your lives, like personal heroes. It's not a narcissism thing. It's just like a bit of a happy pride thing. You notice, you see around you, you've made a difference in a lot of lives, and this town of people are happy and celebrating because of you directly. It makes you feel good. Excellent.
I got my net ready to deal with Sai.
I am sober.
You know what? True.
Okay, that night, you guys can spend either drunkenly passed out on the floor at the Nightstone Inn, or if you do make your way back to the keep, there were beds for you in nicer...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the keep.
Yeah, and, Good, yeah. There's a lot of townspeople amongst you, like, sleeping on couches and chairs and tables. Like, it was quite a celebration. This is something that you know will go down in Nightstone's history. Yeah, you're like a rave, but it's like a cool fantasy rave.
Sick.
Great.
Gnome celebration.
So yeah.
True.
The next morning, there's provisions, food, drink, all that good stuff left for you by the guards, and you're wished well on your way, and you're wished a safe journey to Goldenfield.
Okay, is Morak still around?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so I'll go and talk to him.
Did I miss something you wrote to me? Okay, no. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
So, Rain goes and speaks with Morak privately.
And if he was sober last night, I would have done it last night.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, wasn't sober, but was sort of like...
Okay.
Do you want... We can just do this after, if you want. Privately,
Sure.
between you and I.
Sure, yeah.
Because it can happen to... Sorry, everybody, for being super alienated. But it's kind of more
That's
fun
fine.
this way. Yeah, Rain, I'll talk to you after the game.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll
I
have an
just
effect for...
like- I guess. Well, just for the sake of roleplay, people can like see me talking to Morak, but
Okay.
yeah,
you
Rain
don't
takes
have
a
to-
picture of the Rain.
Also, I wrote.
You passed Lizard Marsh on your way here, actually. Like, you passed the exit. You just from the road, you counted like 10, 15 lizards.
I have a better question. How many lizards did I kiss?
Oh, you kissed all the lizards except for the poisoned ones. I hope.
Except for the poison, good.
Unless that's like your thing. In which case, this entire time your lips were like twice as big and you're like veiny and a little bit high.
constant state of being.
Yeah, this is a fantasy game time.
Also, because it happened at the end as we were wrapping up last time, and it kind of got buried, and then I totally forgot it this entire time. Luna, remember you found a scroll in Hark's chest, and you read it, and you were floating?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to retcon that you didn't read it. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah,
Because otherwise you would have been flying this entire time. Like, literally flight.
And now we have a
Do I
flight
have
scroll.
the scroll? Or...
Sai has the scroll.
Okay.
Did I say Luna? Well, basically, it's a scroll that, like, casts a spell.
It's like
You
a
can, like,
time
turn-
thing. It was like an hour or something.
Yeah, so you have a scroll for, like, technicality's sake, if you want to write it down. You have a scroll of fly. Like, fly is a spell, a wizard spell.
That's a one-time use, right?
So it's, you touch creature when you cast it. So when you read it, you can either read it to yourself or you can touch somebody else and cast it on them. You get a flying speed of 60 feet per 6 seconds. Fast. And for 10 minutes, you can full on fly vertically or whatever you want. Yep. So you have one of those. Let's just say, to make it make sense, Rain explained to you what it was because she recognized the text and she recognized it was a magical item. So let you know, before, like you pulled it open and like you said you did in the cavern, you were like, I'm just gonna read this, and Rain was like, that's a spell. So you know. And you're like, well, hang on to this for later. Okay. Retcon. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up in like have a little thing wrapping up. Okay. So everybody's good. You guys are. Anybody want to do anything else in Nightstone, or you're heading off to Golden?
I'm all good. I'm wrapped up.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm all good.
The next morning, you pack up and you say your goodbyes, and Salad gives one final tearful farewell, and you head off to Goldenfields. And you're traveling for that entire day, and you guys, along the side of the road, you make camp that night, and you're feeling really good about yourselves after saving a shitload of people in Nightstone, and not doing it necessarily purely by bloodshed. Like you made a deal with the goblins. You're feeling really good. You've done quite well so far. So well that in fact you feel like the next time we resume, you might be level 5. And you're heading out Goldenfields, and it's going to be about a 5-6 day journey. And on the second day, this enormous shadow, like from a cloud, starts sweeping across the plain towards you. And the sky is sort of scattered with clouds, but there's this one massive white fluffy-ass cloud that seems to be moving faster and more precisely than the other clouds. And after, an hour of sort of seeing this in the sky, you see it's sort of coming towards you through the sky. It's about 1,000 feet up, okay? Really just a cloud. But as it gets closer, you make out something above the cloud, something sticking up above the white fluffiness. And as it gets really close, you actually kind of think that it looks like some kind of tower or castle floating on this cloud. And the tower itself seems to be almost in the shape of a wizard's hat. You're not sure if you're seeing right, like a goofy, not symmetrical wizard's hat, like lumpy on top of this tower, on top of the cloud. And as it gets to where you are, it sort of hovers above you, and you're in the shadow. And then from it descends this spiral of white clouds, and it descends like a helix, and it finally reaches the ground where you are, and you notice that it's this staircase made of solidified clouds that is billowed down to you from the sky and sort of arrives and finishes directly in front of you. Welcome.
Cool.
It's 1,000 feet of stairs.
Is this like
Holy shit.
wait, is this like the last thing we're doing before we wrap up? Because then you need to go at like 7, Matt.
Yeah, my mom actually just got home, but it's like you're not going to find out what's up top, but you can like this. That's your ending.
Yeah,
Okay.
are we gonna walk up? I'm gonna walk up.
Next, everybody at the same time looks at each other, takes like one step, puts it on, and as you do, it's like a whoop, fade to black.
We all know our adventure.
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
All right.
Sharp on my dice.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm
Exciting.
really
That was fun.
excited about this. So,
So
yeah.
is that like one page out of the whole book? Like?
Well, the Disney Caves is like a few pages, but it's nuts how much there is.
Wow.
Crazy. So yeah, literally, that was the intro. That was considered a skippable tutorial Everything up to now. Everything was not part of the campaign.
All right.
Are we supposed to be level 5 already? I feel like it's
Yeah, you're supposed to start the campaign at level 5, that's why.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So because you weren't level 5, I decided to do that stuff to get y'all there. So yeah, we're on page 36 out of 258. And like I said, the first 18 pages were introduction that had nothing to do with the plot. So there's a bit left.
This is going to be great.
I'm glad you guys liked it. Enjoying it as well. So
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
there you go.
Good
You're
time.
on the road to Golden Fields in this mystical staircase. Ascended.
I'm excited.
Cool.
I think I'm going to stay on Discord and level up my character sheet. If anybody wants to do that with me.
I'm going to bounce. I need dinner with my mom.
Okie dokie.
But
Yeah.
if anybody has any questions about technical stuff like that, yeah, feel free to hit me up on the group chat. And get back
So
to
we
you on it.
level 5 now.
Yes, you are.
Mhm.
And make sure you check out in your character stuff because there's usually that's another big hurdle, like 3. You'll
Yeah,
get some new
there
stuff
is.
probably.
Yes, I get more spells.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.